Yo, can you hear me? One sec. Is my audio connected?
Echo.
Okay, wait, I think it's good now. Hmm. Okay, there we go.
I was just sitting there in silence. I wasn't yapping.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, you have to mute your audio though.
Okay.
Because I can hear myself double through your.
Got you.
Your thing.
Let me see if I have decent headphones. Oh, wait, okay. Um,
Guys, I can't type in the chat, but if you are interested, this is. Ooh. Stop asking what's happening. You are gonna find out. What are you gonna find out?
okay.
I'm not teaching anyone chess, by the way. Samarth is not gonna be learning chess today, right?
No, not today. What's your rating, by the way?
Um, for 1300.
Nice. I'm kind of washed. I got up to 1500 at my peak, but I haven't played in a while. Is there a delay?
Okay, so there is an echo. So also because yes, there is a delay. So the FaceTime that we're on, you
Hmm.
have to unmute yourself.
Right. It says I'm unmuted on here. Right.
Hello, Elise. Hello, guys.
Wait, so what do I need to do to make like the delay go away? Because I think on my end it says that I'm unmuted on here.
So I can't hear you.
Hmm.
Uh, so I have to watch your stream so everyone hears everything in doubled. So
Okay, okay. Do you hear it if I do that?
yes, now it works.
Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. So I'm just gonna hope that everything is smooth from here out. Um, cool. Okay, so your name was Lena, right?
Yeah, my name is Lana. What's your name?
Samarth. All right. Nice to actually have the video working. So you are in 11th grade, right?
Sorry, miscommunication. I am way past that point. Okay, I'm 21.
Oh, okay,
I
me too.
barely finished high school. I, f- I failed high school,
Okay.
right? And every single year that I applied, I couldn't apply because my grades were so bad. So
Okay.
now I'm studying for SATs and
Okay.
I need to redo everything.
Got you, got you. Fair enough. All right. So, I guess, what country are you from? Are you from America or obviously you're in Europe, right?
No, I'm Russian. I'm Russian, but I live in
Okay.
Finland.
Okay, got you, got you. Cool. So I didn't realize the SAT was like, is that to apply to like English colleges or is that also for American colleges? What's the plan?
I think I don't have a concrete plan because I'm moving to Australia,
Okay,
but you know, just for universities. I don't care. I don't really want to go to America.
fair enough. Yeah, it's devolving over here. Um, okay. So college in Australia. I didn't realize how international the SAT was. I thought that was just like an American test. Um, cool. So I guess a little about myself. I started tutoring when I was in high school, and then I started doing like a little bit of content in the first couple years of college, but then once it got to be like too many assignments and stuff, I quit. But now I just finished and I want to start streaming it. So I guess here we are. Let's see. So have you taken the SAT before?
No.
Okay, gotcha. Have you taken any like practice ones to see like where you're at?
Well, I've never taken any test. Actually, I haven't done math in a billion years,
Okay.
and this is my SAT prep, 2020. you can tell why I couldn't go to college.
Yeah, yeah, brutal. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're aware, but the SAT changed to like a digital format now. So it's all on the computer. It's kind of a different test than it was in 2020.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, so back then it was like a 3 hour something test, and there was like four sections, and now it's down to like 2 hours. So it's in the past there used to be like passages, and you'd answer like 10 questions for the reading uh, for that one passage, but now there's a different passage for every single question. So they're shorter passages. Those are like the big differences on the reading. Um, so do you have like a Khan Academy account? Okay, so that's like the main, what do you call it? Tutoring or SAT free resource that they give you. Let me see. Do you see that on my stream?
No, I'm not on your stream. Wait.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I would just make an account on the SAT website, and then you can just sort of go through all of the math things. But let's go ahead and look at some of it right now. Um, Let me see if I can put the this thing so I can still see us. All right. All right. So we'll just go off my screen for now. So you said you haven't done math in a few years. What's like the highest level you got up to?
Hmm, I don't know.
Okay. Do you know if you did algebra 1 for sure?
I think I did all the maths. I never really did them.
Right.
I think I kind of finished. I stopped doing math like grade eight and nine. Like
Hmm.
afterwards, there was really no math for me.
Okay, got you. So did you ever do geometry?
You see, like I don't even know what
Yeah.
it means. Like
Yeah, yeah,
geometry, like
yeah.
algebra.
Hmm. Okay.
Next question is gonna be calculus, right?
No, there's no calc on the exam. It doesn't go past. I think algebra 2 is the highest it goes. Okay. So let's just, I guess, start like doing a few like random questions, and then I can get like a sense for where you are.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I think normal topic is like, let's do foundations of algebra. Um, sure. Solving linear equations. Where's the quizzes in here?
Someone in the chat says she stopped after addition. Oh my god.
Okay, here's one of the quizzes. So if you have this one, the expression 100 plus 20 m gives the volume of water in liters in Marcel's pool after Marcel spends m minutes filling his pool. What's the volume of water in liters in Marcel's pool after he fills it for 5 1/4 minutes? So before you try to like solve it, I'll let you just like read it and let me know what you understand from the question.
I promise I'm not trying to be funny,
No,
but
I
I
got you.
really can't understand nothing.
Okay, okay. Let's start somewhere else then.
How about we start grade 9?
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's exact day 1. Day
Yeah.
1. This.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you're good with like, I don't mean to be like disrespectful, but like you're good with like multiplication, division, all that, right? Yeah, it was disrespectful. All right. So are you good with like fractions and adding, multiplying them?
Give me an example. Give me an example. I'll tell you.
Okay, so if I were to say like what's 1/2 plus 1/3, would you know like what to do?
Right, it's 0.8.
I mean, it's close. Um, but the way you would do it, basically with fractions, if you're adding or subtracting them, you need them to have the same base. So the way to think about it is like 1/2 is just if you have a box and another box, the 1/2 is just this part is filled, right? And the 1/3 is just one of these filled. So you need to convert them into something with the same number of partitions. So in this case, it would need to be in sixths, right? So you could do 1/2. The stream is super lagging right now for me. Is it good for you?
Let me double check.
Okay,
Yeah, it's fine for me.
okay. We'll hope that it's fine. Um, all right. So it's easiest to add fractions if they have the same base. So the way we're going to do that, do you know that if you multiply the top and bottom of a fraction, it's still the same value?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to multiply them by 3 for this one because that's the number of partitions in this one. So then you're going to get 3 over 6. And the other one, right, the 1/3, what do you think you'd multiply the top and bottom by?
1.
Well, that wouldn't change anything.
Right.
So you want it to have this on the bottom, so what would you multiply by?
2.
Yeah, right? So if you get the top and bottom to be 2 over 6, now we can redraw our situation. So we have 3/6 plus 2/6, which is like a bucket that is, you can imagine this one like filled this much. Imagine I didn't make that mistake. And the second one is like the same thing and filled 2/6. So now it's like easier to add. So what do you think it would be if you added these, keeping it in fraction form?
5.
Yeah. So the big thing with adding and subtracting fractions, let's see if I can get text going. Adding and subtracting fractions need to have the same base. And I guess just a refresher, the bottom of the fraction is called the denominator. Um, and they can have different tops or numerators. The terminology is not important. We'll just keep calling it top and base. Let's go bigger on the text. Or not, it doesn't want me to. Okay. So if I give you like another problem, like let's say we had 1/3 plus 2/5, how would you start?
Uh, it's 3 times 5,
Yeah, on this one. So what would your fraction become?
15. So
Mm-hmm. What would the top
it's
be?
15, 8/15. 8.
Because this one would be 5.
Incorrect! Incorrect! Wait, 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 wait. Wait, wait, wait. Wait. Bottom is 15 and top is 11.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you're fine with that. Um, and then subtracting is the exact same thing. So if I were to give you like, what is 3/7 minus 1/4, how would you do it?
So it's 7 times 4 is 20, 28.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, 28, then 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 minus 7
Mm-hmm.
is 5, 5/28.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So we'll say you're good with that. Um, and then you seemed like you were mostly good with converting between fractions and decimals, right? Like you knew 1/2 was 0.5, and you know like the basic ones like 1/4 is 0.25 and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. Multiplying fractions, you just multiply the tops and bottoms with each other. So if we made this instead, uh, you know, 3/7 times 1/4, you would just multiply top and bottom, and it would be 3/28. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then for dividing them, that's the only one that's a little bit different. You're going to flip the second fraction and then multiply. So if we had 2/5 divided by 1/3, you flip the second fraction and you multiply. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's 6/5.
Yeah. All right. So then I guess we'll just slowly jump into algebra and sort of see how you feel about stuff. So the most basic algebra we do is just solving for x, right? So if you have like 5 plus x equals 9, that's easy enough, right? Um, and you know that you just, do you know like how you would go about solving this? I mean, I'm sure you know that it's 4, but like how would you think about it?
It's x equals a 9 minus 5.
Yeah, so you just subtract 5 on both sides. Just remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. That's like the whole essence of solving algebraic equations. So then, let's say we had 2 plus 3x equals 14. How would you go about that?
Um, equals 3x equals 14 minus 2. So
Hmm.
12 divided by 3 is 4.
Right. So you start with the things furthest away from the x, and you're just trying to get the x by itself. 3x equals 12, and then you got to x equals 4. Okay, so a big part of the SAT is kind of understanding what the point of algebra is. So let's say we have a scenario like this where we say, trying to think.
Didn't you say you kind of hate SAT and it's boring for you?
Yeah, but this is an interesting case. So,
Right, interesting case. A 21-year-old that can barely do math. You got him.
this is
You got him.
different. This is different. I've never seen something like this. So, because normally it's just really boring people who like already have a certain score and they just want to gain like 30 points. You know what I mean? So you end up teaching
Yeah, and
like
this is back
this
to
same.
kindergarten.
Back to like ninth grade. It's not too bad. So, I mean that's where you said you left off, so you're not doing too bad. So, the point of algebra, right? It's just to, I guess the point of math, right, is to model real world behavior. So let's say the point of linear equations is to model um, situations where one thing directly affects the other. So, for example, let's say if an ant, this is a weird example, if weighs, an ant's body weighs 3 grams and each leg weighs 2 grams or something, then you can say ant's total weight is equal to 3, right? That's its body weight plus 2 times the number of legs. Does that make sense?
Wait. Let's track back. Wait. Let's track back.
Yeah. So if the ant just had its body, right? We know that that would weigh 3 grams based on this situation. Does that make sense?
This is not possible if his whole body's 3 grams.
We're
He
just
he doesn't he doesn't have any legs.
this is the ant we're working with. He has no legs right now. If he had one leg, right, how much would he weigh?
5.
Yeah. So we can model, however many legs he has all the way up to 6 or however many you want to add. You can model his equation. We'll say his weight, right, is equal to 3 plus 2 times the number of legs, I guess L. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's like the basic point they want you to get with this test. So a lot of times they'll give you an equation like this, and they'll ask you, what does the 3 mean? And in this case, 3 is the weight of the ant with no legs, right? And if they were to ask you what 2 means, what would 2 mean in this situation?
2 means is quantity of legs.
Yeah, two is the weight of each leg, not the quantity of legs. L is the quantity of legs, right? Because you can
Oh
increase or
wait.
decrease L.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So let me give you some situations and you try to give me what the equation would be. So let's say a house costs 100,000 and each additional room added to the house costs 30,000. Write an equation that models the total cost T in terms of number of rooms R. So how would you go about this based on what we did last time?
Okay, so it means W's in the chat equal uh wait, 100 plus
Uh-huh.
30 times 100k
Yeah.
plus 30k times t.
Yeah. 30K times, look at which one, which letter you're going to use.
Oh wait, I'm gonna say r.
Yeah. And do you know why that is?
No.
So what you're doing with the this part, right? You're saying that for each additional room, right? Every time you add another room, the total cost is going to go up by 30,000, right?
Right.
So that means that whatever number you input here is going to be multiplied by the 30,000. So you wouldn't multiply the total cost by the 30,000. You'd multiply the number of rooms by 30,000.
Yeah.
That's why we use R and not T there.
Yeah. Okay, now I get the t as the total cost.
Okay, okay, yeah. So that's what they mean when they write stuff like this, when they say the total cost and then in parentheses some letter, number of rooms, some other letter. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's try to go back to this question. Or wait, no. One more. Let's go over one more example with this. So if there were to be three rooms, what would the total cost be?
It means 190.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, so let's try this question again. So now we have the expression 100 plus 20 m gives the volume of water in liters in Marcel's pool after Marcel spends m minutes filling his pool. What's the volume of water in liters in the pool after he fills it for 5 and a quarter minutes? So let me copy this over so we can write on it. All right. So what are you getting from this question now? Do you understand anything about it?
Okay, wait, let me think.
Okay.
Wait, now it kind of makes a little bit more sense now.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, they're barely giving in any information though.
Hmm.
100 plus 20 m
Right. And what does m mean?
minutes.
Yeah, it tells you here. So m is the number of minutes he spends filling the pool.
Bro, why are they asking about liters, but then giving the minutes? It's a
Right.
different dimension.
Yeah. So they're saying that this is equal to the number of liters. So they're basically saying liters, I'm just going to call it L, is equal to 100, right, plus 20 times the number of minutes you spend filling it.
Wait, does this mean 20 times 5 25s?
Five, yeah, 20 times 5.25.
That was that easy all this along. Why did they have to make it such a big deal out of it? Okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of this is not like about the super hard math. It's more just can you like read and understand the question.
Well, clearly not. Clearly
We're
not.
getting there. We're making huge leaps though. We're almost there this time. So now do you kind of understand that what they're saying is this is an equation, this 100 plus 20m, that models the number of liters in the pool, right? So if I were to ask you something like, what does the 20 mean? How would you describe it?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay, so what it tells you is every minute there's 20 more liters, right? Because if you were to plug in 0 to this equation, it would be just 100. After 1 minute, it'd be 120. After 2 minutes, 140, like that. So essentially, the 20 means that there's 20 liters added per minute to the pool.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, each minute is 20 liters.
Yes,
We got him.
yes.
We got him.
Okay, so you can think of this number as some kind of rate, right? And this number is some constant that we start out with, right? Because we start with 100 liters in the pool after 0 minutes.
Okay, that was fast.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to assume it rained or something. So let's say, or let's try to solve the actual problem now. So what do you think we have to do to get the answer?
Okay, let me calculate this.
Okay. By the way, you're
Okay.
allowed to use a calculator on every single math question now.
Yeah, I have that. I have that big ass calculator that they made.
The TI-84.
Correct.
Yeah.
Freaking Tetris. Okay, so 525 times 20. It's 105. So 105 plus 100 is 205.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll put that in 205. Okay. There we go. Got our first question right.
We got him. We got him.
Um, let's skip inequalities for now. We'll come back to that. Okay.
That was sexist.
So we'll uh, we'll move on to graphing, I guess. So do you remember a lot about like how to graph these equations or not really?
I've never graphed. I've
Ever?
never done any homework on anything, especially as soon as I see that graph. Oh, hail
Yeah.
to the nah.
Okay. All right. And we low-key have a lot of ground to cover,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out. So so um so far we've been just modeling like real world scenarios, I guess, or like silly ones, but real world scenarios. Where we have something like, the total weight of an ant after you add legs, or the cost of a house when you add rooms, or the amount
Yeah,
of
that's real life
it
experience,
is it
right?
is real life experience. Um, so now we're just going to use x and y for our equations. So let's start with the equation y equals, I don't know, 3 plus x. And what you have to understand here is that x directly affects y. Does that make sense? Like as you change x, y is going to change with it.
Correct, because it's gonna be minus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to solve for x. The way to we're going to think about it right now is if you use some value of x, you're going to get some number for y. So if x is 0, what is y?
Oh, I remember this. I remember this. Okay, okay, okay. If x is 0, y is 3.
Right. And if x is 1,
It's 4.
perfect. And let's throw in 3 for fun.
6.
6. All right. So now we're going to move on to graphing given these points. It's a lot easier than it sounds. So we have two values, right? We have an x and a y. The x goes horizontal, right? So the horizontal is our x value. The vertical is our y. Okay? I can't think of a good reason as to why, but you're just going to have to accept that.
Okay, okay.
All right. So x gets bigger going right, and y gets bigger going up. Does that make
No,
sense?
no, no. Wait, no, no, it doesn't make sense. Wait.
Okay. Let's start with just x then.
Okay.
So if we have just x, right? We'll call this x. Um, and we'll put some numbers. So if this is 0, right? This is, let's say 2, and this is 4, right? So if we wanted to put a point at wherever x equals 2, we would just put it here, right? Somewhere here.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's not a graph.
Yeah, right now it's just a line. Okay? So if let's say if x were 1, we would just put it here. Right?
Yeah,
Simple enough.
everybody knows that.
Yeah, just a line. So now there's two lines. There's a second line here called y, right?
Yes.
Um, and let's say, we have a 1 and a 2, right? So let's say we have some point where we want x to be equal to 1 and y to be equal to 2. So we're going to come up here, right, where x is equal to 1, and we're going to bring it all the way up to where y is equal to 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So here y is 2, as you can see, and here x is 1. And so this is the point where both of those things are true. Okay? So when we're graphing, right, it's the same exact thing. So where the x and y cross, this is just 0, right? Everything is 0 here. And I'll start marking some numbers. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. And for the y, same thing. 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay.
Mhm.
So where would I put a point if I want x to be equal to 3 and y to be equal to 2?
Well, in between x is 3 and y is 2.
Right? So like right there. That makes sense?
You see, the points are that's easy.
Yeah.
The problem is where they trying to when they trying to graph a graph.
Like a line?
The line is also not a problem. The problem is when the line is curved. How am I
Right.
gonna calculate the equation? How am I gonna do that?
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to like when there's curved lines and stuff. It's not too terrible, but that's a ways off, I think. Let's start with the linear ones and then we'll move to that later.
Correct.
Okay. Right. So we have x is 3, y is 2. So the way we notate these points, we put the x first and the y second. So like 3, 2. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So if we wanted to graph this line, right, that we said was y equals 3 plus x, and then we found when x is 0, y is 3, x is 1, y is 4, x is 3, y is 6. So let's plot those points after we delete this. All right, so let's make the graph a little bigger so we can actually plot that. All right, for, I'm not going to put the 5, 6. Okay, so how would you go about plotting the line? We'd start with just plotting the points. So where's the point 0, 3?
It's on the line of x. Where the 3 is at?
It's actually on the line of y because when x is equal to 0, right, it's here, and when y is equal to 3, it's here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so then where would the second point go?
Where 1 is for the x and 4 is for the y.
Right. And the last point?
It's 3 and 6.
Yeah, okay. So, and you kind of see how these points are going to form a line, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's how you go from an equation to a line. The other thing that you're going to have to do is go from a line to an equation. So let's practice one more time going from an equation to a line, just so that it sticks a little better, hopefully. So let's say we have y equals 2x minus 2, right? So then we're just going to fill in the table to start, right? X and y. And then just pick some numbers for x, because whatever you think is reasonable. With it between like -5 and 10, nothing too big.
Um, okay. Let's do negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, sure. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Right? And then for y, we're going to have to solve all of these. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So what would their values be?
So that would be -3,
Hmm.
-6.
Uh, the first one would be -4.
Yeah, so -4 minus 2.
Right, right. Like I mean, this one is -6, yeah, but the first one was -4.
Yes,
Okay,
you are right.
so let's keep going.
Okay. Um, -8,
Hmm.
-10,
Right.
and 12. -12.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me go to this. I'm just gonna steal their graph, so I don't have to draw it. Okay. So you see, like the last time we've only been working with positive numbers, right? So everything was just in this top right area.
Correct. And now we'll be working with minus numbers.
Hmm. Yeah. So the x is still horizontal, the y is still vertical. Where does that first point go?
Um, so -1
Hmm.
and -4.
Yeah. So here, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. So then the next one goes where?
Minus 2 and minus 6.
Yeah. And since it doesn't go any further, I'm just going to estimate kind of somewhere there, somewhere here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I were to draw this line, just disregard the other line for now. So this is the line we would get from this equation. So does that make sense how you go from an equation to a line?
Yeah.
Okay. So then to go from a line to an equation, you have to figure out two things. You have to figure out this number and this number. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this number is the slope of the line. And do you know how to find the slope by looking at a line?
No.
So the slope is how much the y changes divided by how much the x changes. So if I were to zoom in, you see here, oh my God, that's how much the x changes, that's how much the y changes. And you can pick any like 2 points on the line. Right here, I picked this point and this point, but you could also do something like this point all the way up to this point. So the goal is just to see how much the y changes, right? In this case, it went up by 2, right? And the x went up by 1. Does that kind of make sense?
No.
So between this point, which we'll call A, and this point, which we'll call B, right? How much did the x value increase? So at point A, right, x is negative 2. Does that make sense?
But how do we know which one is X and which one is Y?
The x is the horizontal value, and the y is the vertical value. So to find the x value, we just come down from the x line.
Okay, so X line is 1 and Y is 2.
Yeah, because it changed by 1 and y changed by 2.
Okay.
Yeah?
And what do we do with that information?
So we're just going to do the y divided by the x, right? So it's just going to be 2, right, which is the y over x is equal to 2 divided by 1. And what's 2 divided by 1?
1. Sorry, 2. Sorry,
2.
2.
Okay. So 2, right? So that means our slope is 2, the slope of the line, right? So you can see it's pretty steep. The slope is 2. And if we look at our equation, that is what our slope was. So that's how we calculate the slope from the line. So let's say we did it with these 2 points instead, right? So this point and this point. How much does our x change between those 2 points?
Okay, let me calculate.
Yeah,
Well, X is 2 and Y is 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, right? So then how do you calculate slope from that?
So, wait, what did I say? I said X is 2 and Y is 4.
Hmm.
You said X divided by Y.
No, y divided by
That
x.
is, right.
Yeah.
So, 4 divided by 2
Hmm.
is 2.
Right.
So what do I do with that number? Wait,
That's how you would create the equation from the line. So if we wanted to create the equation, right? we would say y is equal to, so our slope is 2, so we'd say 2 times x. And the second number we need, right, to create the equation is this one, which is called a y-intercept. Does that sound familiar or no?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Okay, so the best way to think about this number is basically if x is equal to 0, right, then y is going to be equal to this number. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so if x is 0, y is equal to this number. So on this graph, right, this is where x is equal to 0, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So then you just look for the y value when x is equal to 0, which is what?
So you just said x is equal to 0,
We're
and then you
looking for
said
the
what is
y.
y?
Yes.
But before that, wait. Then it's 0.
No, y was, when x was 0, what was y here?
Two?
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
Because if you plug in 0 here, right, then you would just have y is equal to 0 minus 2 if x is 0. So just in this equation, right, when x is equal to 0, what is y equal to?
Sorry, I need to calculate this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it means 2x equals minus 2 minus y.
No, no, no. Just solve just solve this part, and that's what y is equal to.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Um, 2x minus 2x minus 2
Mm-hmm. So if x is 0, what is that equal to?
minus 2.
Yes, yes. Okay. So down here, when x is 0, right, on this part of the graph, because this is where x is 0, we see that
Right?
y is negative 2. That's where the line crosses.
Yeah, we did see that.
Yeah. So our second number is negative 2. That's what our y-intercept is called.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So now from this line, right, we were able to solve for the slope, find the y-intercept, and we've created the equation.
We got him.
Okay. All right. So now, I mean, we'll definitely need to practice it again. But we were able to create a line from an equation and an equation from a line. That's the second thing we did.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's what the question is. So let's try it, kind of. All right. So it gives us this graph, and it's asking us what the slope of the line is. So do you remember, how do we calculate the slope?
You said y divided by x.
Yeah, so the change in y divided by the change in x between two different points.
So we got here minus 2.
So
We
you
got
want
here
you want this point? and then pick any second point.
perfect. 4, 4.
4, 4. Okay. All right. So, what do you do next?
So now we gotta calculate was the was the change of the x and the y. The
Yeah,
change of the x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
So x is 6 and y is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
4 divided by 6 is 1/3.
Almost. So remember, when you're dealing with fractions, you can divide the top and bottom by the same number. So you divided by 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the top divided by 2?
2/3.
Yes,
Oh
2
my
thirds.
days.
All right. So our slope is 2 thirds. Does it make sense how we got that?
Okay, kind of makes sense. I
Okay.
just don't know where I got 1/3 from.
Yeah, that's okay. Hopefully we forget that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So 2/3 is the change.
2 thirds is the slope.
2/3 is the slope, and then equation equal y equals
Y
two
equal,
third x,
yes.
and then minus 2.
Um, well, that was the last one. Here, we just have to see where it
Yeah, but it
crosses.
also it also crosses with minus 2.
Okay, right. We're only looking for where it crosses the y-axis. So the reason
Okay.
the reason we care about the y-axis is because that's where x is equal to 0. So remember in the equation here, right? So we have y equals 2 thirds x. You got this part. This is the slope.
Mhm.
And then we have some number, right? That we don't know yet. So the way we would find this number is, let's say if x is equal to 0, then y has to equal this number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now that we set x equal to 0, right? That's here. Then that'll give us that number. And in this case, it's like 1 and 1/3, or 1.5, I think. 1 and 1/3. So it's just where it crosses this line. That's all that matters. Where the line crosses the vertical line. And in this case, that's right here. So
I don't know what you want me to say. Like we're just sitting here in awkward silence. Okay,
we
okay.
are. Okay.
Lord
So
have mercy.
does that part make sense though? Like you can just look for where the line crosses the y-axis, and that's this number.
Yeah, but I gotta calculate it though because you don't know what's the number
No, the
where
number
it
is 1
crosses
and
that.
1/3. I know it's 1 and 1/3, but it's not asking for that in this question. It's just asking for the slope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're good. So
Cool.
2 thirds. Okay, so let's go over what we did real quick. Um, so far, we did adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, fractions, um, and then what linear equations mean, finding the line from an equation, finding an equation from a line. Right? So that's what we did today. Uh, I'm guessing if we do a bunch more, none of it'll stick, most likely. So
Wow. I'll
that's,
take that as an offense.
well, I mean, it's been like an hour, right? It's hard to keep learning past that. Unless you want to, I'm totally open to it.
No, no,
That's what I
no.
figured. So what I would
Wow.
say is try create a Khan Academy account. Look for these topics and review. So that way, hopefully, you don't lose it and maybe you get better at it by next time so that we can like try to do other stuff and we don't have to like spend the whole time reviewing this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess, do you have any like
Are you
questions?
keeping me as your student?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you
That
saw the
that means
video.
in chat. That means
So
in
you
the
saw
chat.
the video. It doesn't have a ton of views.
Uh, that's because you're not That's because you're not making enough content.
I'm not, yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just doing this for fun.
Hey, you gotta join my one of my chess streams though.
Your chess streams? I'm down. What time do you stream usually?
I'm unemployed. I stream 8 hours a day.
Okay.
Right now is approximately the time that I stream. What do you do?
I'm a EMT. I start next week. So I start tomorrow actually.
Emergency
Medical
math
technician. No.
technician.
Yeah. So I'll be in the ambulance starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's exciting. That's
It
exciting. Good for
is.
you.
Yeah. Hopefully no one dies on me on the first day. That would be good.
Don't bore them with math then.
I will. I'll try my best. All right. So, yeah, make the Khan Academy account. I think that'll be the biggest thing is just consistency for you, if you want to do this. What do you want to do in college, by the way?
The crazy part is I don't even want to do anything math related. I just want to study film, but
Uh-huh.
they can't accept me if my grades are this bad.
Right. Okay, so let's create like a plan. When would be the next time you want to do a stream? Because I have kind of weird availability, but let's say for now maybe like twice a week max. I don't know. It's up to you.
You got him. You
Yeah.
got him.
Twice a week. And then when do you want to try to take your first like full length SAT?
Whenever I go to Australia, because I don't have a specific date because I have a whole year free.
Right. Okay. So let's say because you can just take one online. You don't have to like go in and take a real one, just like a practice one, just to see where you're at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So let's say after um I don't know, mid-November.
You think I can cover 4 years of math?
No, the point isn't to be perfect at it. The point is to take one to see like where you are. Because there's like eight of them that you can take. Because if you've seen like the way the sweaty people do it, they take one like every single week.
For what?
I don't know, I never did that, but I took one like every couple months to see where I was at.
What was your highest score?
1560. Yeah. So, um, I don't know, what like is there any score that you need to get?
I need to double check because
Okay.
like I just need an okay grade. Like who cares about these things in film? That's my
Right.
question. It's just
Yeah.
art.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
But
agree.
apparently they do.
Okay. Yeah, let me know what your like goal score range would be. And yeah, for now, let's say mid-November we'll try a full-length one and see where you're at.
And afterwards, we can do some astrophysics,
Of course, yeah.
aerospace engineering,
Yeah, you might even need
whatever you
like
want to.
yeah, you might need chemistry for film if you want to make Breaking Bad too. Okay.
Oh,
Are you gonna do chess streaming after this?
yes. I
Cool.
think you calculated the time incorrectly though,
Did I?
because yeah, because we started at 8
Started
with
at
my time.
eight.
That's fine with me. That's
Okay.
fine with me though. I'm just letting
Okay.
you know that.
So wait, what time zone are you in? Because last
Finland,
time Finland. Okay. So what's your time right now? That way I can just use that.
9:30.
Okay, so we're 8 hours. I thought it was seven. All right, 8 hour delay. All right, sounds good. Yeah. So I guess this week I get off at I just work like 9 to 5, so I'd probably be home at like 7 my time, which would be like that would be like 3 a.m. your time. So I don't know. We'll try on the weekend. I think that would be the easiest. Yeah. All right. I guess good luck with your chess stream after this.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the math. Wait.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
rate me now. You have to rate my math skills now.
Okay, do you want me to be honest?
Yes.
Yeah, you're super interesting because this is like by far the worst I've ever seen from like as someone I've tutored. But that no, actually no, you're not. No, you're not. There was one one person that was worse, but that's okay because we're gonna make a huge comeback.
I can't even fire you.
Yeah, you didn't even pay me. So we'll get there. I don't know what
So you
score we
you
can get
rating
to.
me a 0?
We'll give you a one because you do have some of the you can you can add and subtract. So we'll give you a one.
I'm clipping this. You're going down.
I'm going to. I have nothing to take down. You're gonna you're gonna kill my 200 follower channel. Actually, I had a channel before this where I would post academic stuff. I should start using that one. I think that one has like 5,000. I'll start TikTok
What
living
were
on
you
there.
doing there? Roasting your students?
No, the thing I would just post my like scores on SAT and AP tests and stuff, but once I finished high school, it just felt so like weird to just be and like arrogant to just post scores of stuff that I did as a high schooler when I'm in college, you know what I mean? It's just it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It's yeah, like just let go of the past. Yeah. Let's see.
Why do you have this pressure to be with such good grades?
Mm, pressure to have such good grades. I was generally pretty good at it, but also like my parents wanted me to do good from like as long as I
Why
can
did your parents
remember.
want to be Why did your parents want you to be good?
Because I'm Indian, that's like textbook parenting style. You have to get hundreds and everything. So yeah, right now I'm in a gap year right now, but I'm applying to medical school, so you need to have pretty good grades to like even be considered, you know?
What do you mean you're in a gap year? You're gonna go do emergency service tomorrow.
Yeah, but like gap year meaning I'm not in school, like I'm not in college right now.
Right.
Yeah. So I just finished this summer. Yeah. So Australian food. Is there any like specific schools you want to apply to, or you're just gonna figure it out once you get there?
There's a lot of things I'm figuring out once I get there.
Yeah, sounds like it. When do you move?
3rd or 4th of November. That's all. That's all in the air. Honestly, that's all in the air. I just have my lease in Finland till the
Hmm.
end of November, October.
Hmm.
So I just have a couple weeks to figure out like how do I move to a different country
Right.
because I can't stay here any longer.
Like visa problems or what?
No, it's just cold. I don't want to
Oh,
stay here
okay.
any
Yeah,
longer.
that would do it. Yeah. Hmm. All
And
right.
let me guess which what type of Central America you're from.
You're not gonna guess
Um,
it.
you said Central America. Let me see which. Let me see which grade. What's your favorite fast food chain?
Is this like a BuzzFeed quiz?
No. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Central America. Which what's your favorite fast food chain?
Um, maybe P. Terry's.
Is it local to your country?
To the country? I think so.
You live in you live in Honduras.
What? No, I'm in Texas.
You said you're from Central America.
Central is in the time zone. No, I don't think I ever said. I said U.S. Central as in the times. I don't think I ever said Central America.
Hmm.
Even still, I don't know how you would take a burger joint and guess Honduras.
Okay. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna log off. See you.
Bye bye.